It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And this one features the Ravens. Burner at wide receiver. They're a few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth and touchdown receptions.
From the gun, a give to Miller. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Lamar back to throw. Forced out to his... And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Breaks the... Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. So the Steeler offense... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Miller. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Lamar now from the gun. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Davis there to grab it. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Hand off here for Miller. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Well, he sure has come good ball today, and the passing game has really been clicking early on thanks to his efforts.
Yeah, his play's really elevated the start his pass catchers have been able to have as a result. And you know what they're all thinking right now? This could be a game where we all get to put up some serious numbers, especially if he keeps throwing it like this.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face 2nd down. They go left side with Miller. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And it falls in. Starts out with a 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 19. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular. When the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Completed to Davis. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers will take a... First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a touchdown as he... First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Running once more with Miller. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Ball on the 45, first and 10. Again, it's Miller. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Ravens driving. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now it's Miller. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. A bit jumpy across the way there, and that halves the distance ahead of him on first down. Jukes one defender. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense. And, hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome in giving them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it. When you can run it, when you can throw it. And especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
Changing it up here. Jackson has it in close. Touchdown. First and 30. On the ground, it's Miller. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down. Now it's Jackson. Caught by Miller. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Here's Miller. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They run. It's Miller. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. Third and a lone yard coming up. Slot man motioned over. Coming left is Miller. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just short on third down, no gain on the run, and now what will they do on fourth? Now here's Lamar. That's cut beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down. First down from the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he finds it. First and 10 now from the 30. Jackson looking to throw. Cut out left. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. And that makes him the latest man to raise the bar for passing touchdowns in a season. Once held by Peyton Manning at 55, he's now the scoring king of quarterbacks with his 56th touchdown strike of the year. He's going to try to drop it in deep. It is caught at the 20. It's a Baltimore. They're out and set. First and 10. Miller with it. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 32. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered. I
like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
Finding Davis. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got first and 10. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Ravens down by only 3. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Back-to-back carries here. Duke's at a one-stop, and they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They're now set for first and 10. Another carry for him. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on third down. Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. He's got it over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Setting up to pass. Caught by his back. And he gets out of bounds after a small 2-yard gain. They needed more from that play. Back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one. Here he is to throw. This is for the ball game. It's intercepted. That will do it. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And it's a very happy holiday for these guys as they take the victory here on Christmas.
It's Week 17 of the NFL.
And this one features the Ravens' versatile running back. Your standard at running back this season, pacing the league in rushing.
It's the Ravens and the Browns
Under the lights on Monday night.
We've all waited long enough to get here. It's time for some football as we welcome you to the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a very happy new year to all of you watching this one. Joined by Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott, saying hello for the first time in the new year, Brock. And also, as we end another regular season, this is our penultimate contest before the old NFL calendar flips a page and our postseason arrives.
And this is...
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offensive.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Again, right side to Miller. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Here's a give up the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. New set of downs for him from the 46. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Going to look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Play action now with Jackson. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, a give to Miller. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Short And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Here's 2nd and 5. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On the give, it's Miller. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Handoff here for Miller. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hauled in left side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Miller. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. But that back remains hungry.
And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you this story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row, Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Catch made over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he only manages one, couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. Jackson has it, 3rd and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. A very short kick here from the right hash. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that run's fairly uneventful. Only a small gain to near the 22. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Here's Lamar. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens could push this to a 4-score. Now it's Miller. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Getting out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Now it's Lamar. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now here's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And that fair catch correct.
Ready? Let's go.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
DC, ready?
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Another try following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw. Trying for the deep. This is brought in at the 15. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Miller. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. 8 yards to go. Let's see how... 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. Gets everything he has under this throw. They connect on the deep shot. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And the Browns pick it up. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it deep downfield. He does it. Touchdown. Jackson to throw it. On the move, headed right. The Browns close in and take him down. And it's a sack as he heads out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Here's Miller. Escapes a defender. And he made a bid for it. It's a good gain that's stopped down at the 3. And he's certainly given us a performance. Now these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. Jackson out of the gun on 3rd. Chased out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Finding Davis. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they take no...
It's Week 18 of the National Football.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Harris running straight ahead to about the 35, 2nd down. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and touch. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Now a first down carry for Harris. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They run with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd down and 4. They run with Harris. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run again with Harris. He'll get this down to the 38. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. Now a 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Harris. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's already closing in on 100 yards for the game. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Bengals grab it.
Thank goodness for heaters up.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. This is Harris. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. And he loses the football a second time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And the Bengals grab it. Now inside the 25. Well, this is taken into the end zone. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A give to Harris, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Harris. A spin. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They run again with Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Harris. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 154 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. This is Harris. And he is into the end zone. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. 3rd and 12. They'll run with Harris. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. A good kick, 49 yards. On the give, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run. Here's Harris. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They run with Harris. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will not. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They run with Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This is Harris. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Harris. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on for the 5th time here today. A nice return there of 11. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, Lindsey. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Cannon. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that.
American football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Texans and
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson first play, going to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. A handoff, running left is Miller. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now it's Jackson. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They begin with a run by Miller. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the... Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. It's complete. He finds Falk here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It looks like a 12-yard loss there. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Jackson now. And in for the Ravens. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Jackson now down around his goal line. Forced out to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Throwing is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And Jackson throwing once more. On the slant, he's got Davis. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Jackson. That is caught. That is into the end. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Jackson to throw. Dancing to it. And he'll take it into the... Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They will find Davis. That's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down.
Let's go.
They'll run it again with Miller. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on here to punt it away. So possession goes over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's a give to Miller. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Running left is Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Now a handoff to Miller. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Again, it's Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Up the middle they go. It's Miller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 20-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Miller. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now it's Miller running right. And he is into the end zone. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
It's the AFC Championship game and the road to a Super Bowl.
First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff here for Miller. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Lamar now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. He has it at the 33. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Nice return there, 15 yards gained. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. First and 10 now from the 30. Short pass brought in. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Lamar off the play fake. He's trying to push the field. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Still inches to go on 3rd down. They send a tight end in motion. On the give, it's Miller. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Here's Lamar. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I think everybody on the offense was already thinking about the next play to run as they watch that short little throw to the tight end. You really don't expect to see many of those gimmies dropped.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Now an inside handoff to Miller. Spins out of one stop. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He brings it in. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. And the ground game works for the And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jackson throwing here. He's going deep this time. They connect on the deep shot. And they will take this into the end zone. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. He's got it deep downfield. And they will take this into the end zone. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Miller. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 33 on 2nd down. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Jackson off the play action. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. And again, it's Jackson. Complete over the middle. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Coming left is Miller. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. Finding Davis. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
Now a field goal try coming up by the Ravens. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed it. First and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. They go left side with Miller. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Now Jackson. Finds the in route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, didn't it? And it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
That one vehemently swatted away. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Lamar throwing again. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he's brought down right in the neighborhood. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Jackson yet again. And he's going to score. Touchdown. First and 10 now from the 30. Miller with it. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That's 2nd down. Now it's Lamar. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Lamar now from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. 3rd and just 2 to go. He's back to throw. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens trail by a field goal.
DC, ready?
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Jackson's going to throw again. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down around the 34.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Looking to throw it. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he will get the first as they touch him down.
This game of today, Kate, in so many ways is so different than the game I played. But that's a call that I can close my eyes and still remember. All you do as a QB is just look. It just takes a look. With the big guys up front saying, give me a push, then I'll do the rest.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Completed to Davis. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that will set up 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now a timeout's called. It's not their last one, though, so they can try another play before setting up for that field goal. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. He has it on the QB sneak. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. Does not tie it now. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He's got the squibber. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. One final shot here. That's completed right side. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. They begin with a run by Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, Charles, everybody here this week talking about the quest for the 7th Super Bowl title for this head coach, one that would put him in the top spot in the modern era.
And you have to think that the way the league is constructed, Brandon, parity rules, right? So let's face it, my math is rudimentary, but you would think that the average team would win 1 Super Bowl every 32 years, right? And here he is trying to win a 7th. It absolutely boggles the mind and confounds the rest of the league.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's Jackson. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Jackson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll give it up the middle to Miller. He'll get this down to the 38.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They run the option on second down. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. They'll run it again with Miller. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Inside handoff now, Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a handoff to Miller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Jackson now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Miller. And he's got room. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again, it's Miller. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. And he is in. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. 2nd half begins with a run from Miller. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. 2nd and 9. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Miller. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Here's a second down and 7 from the 37. Now Miller. He's had a big workload here tonight. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Looking to throw. Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Operating from the gun. Jackson. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 101 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl. They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught right side, Davis. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they go. It's Miller, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They set up the screen to Miller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Miller, and he will have a Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miller. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Miller. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correct.
Touchdown! Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Onward. What are you?
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Draw play. This is Miller. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A handoff, running left is Miller. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Miller running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Running left is Miller. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 1 back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it in. Zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Here's Allen. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Allen to throw it. This pass into the hands of Turner. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. One final try here for Allen. That is caught. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Allen. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
To the air, Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists a Lombardi trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to hand the Lombardi trophy to the Baltimore Ravens. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports.